Hello, everyone. It is Dark Symphony 777 with another fan fiction review. As always, a link to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications, leave a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts on the story. If I listen to my opinion, is not indicative of the world, so please respect that. So, I am doing a trilogy of stories today, but they're all written by the same author, so gets away with it. And it is Just for Laughs, A Dark Knight in Arkham City, and Arkham Hill. These are three Batman Arkham City series stories by Tony Cakes. And this is going to be a pretty quick review. Mainly because this one's kind of there's not really a lot to talk about for the first two. Yeah, this is one of those stories that's gonna go like. So let's actually just get into it. What is the plot of the trilogy? So the plot of the trilogy stars this girl named Serena Gibson. She's just this normal girl, just completely irrelevant. You just doing normal girl things with her mom working at Arkham Asylum, as you do, and she is suffering from take your daughter to work day. Yeah, take your daughter to work day. Yeah, I don't know what that mother was thinking. It's like I'll take my daughter to a massive hospital slash prison that is created to detain supervillains with superpowers and have them do bad and try to cure them of their sicknesses because you do. And Serena's just doing normal girl stuff. She runs into several villains. She even runs into Joker and all that. And then, of course, the events of Arkham Asylum happen. Basically, Joker escapes and decide, oh, this asylum, your asylum, my asylum. And basically cares, I own this place now. I own this shit. This is mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Those jail cells are mine. Harley, nah, not Harley's ass. Nah. Harley's face, allow me to slap it. Yeah, I'll own that too. Yeah, because I'm Joker, baby. I don't know how I got that. And Serena's kind of just caught up in the whole situation. However, there are strange things that happen in this story that are like really, really weird that Serena gets caught off guard by. For one thing, the criminals, the criminals that like to kill and maim and rape and all that, they conspicuously just go easy on Serena. They're just like, hey, no, don't hurt her. Joker wants her alive. Like, what? Can we rough her up? Yeah, we can rough her up a tiny bit. And so Serena's kind of having to wing it because like she's literally just a little girl, so it's like she has no fighting ability. So her main way of dealing with like all these criminals is just basically jumping on their back and just wrapping her arms around their neck and just hoping for the best. Like, come on, muscles, and just choke, and just slowly choking them out until they're like, okay. It even includes like Serena fighting Harley, but but if you actually read the story, you can tell that Harley is going super fucking easy on her because like, oh yeah, Joker probably like, okay, see this little girl? Yes, I want you to beat her up. It's like, sweet, go easy on her. Well, why? Trust me, Harles. I got a plan. Just bear with me. Maybe slap her upside the head at worst. Just like, don't kill her. Oh, okay. Serena, yes. By Harley. What? Harley, yes. Crack your knuckles. And it's just, Serena's just, it's basically a very nuanced version of Arkham Asylum. There's not much Serena can do. Like she can't traverse across the entire island. She's not physically that strong. She doesn't really have the tech that Batman does. So most of the time she's very limited to only like half of the island. She doesn't visit the psych ward. Confinement. She's really only in confinement for like the first chapter. She's in the greenhouse like very shortly. She's in the mansion for like only like a couple like only like a part of the story because Joker kind of leaves her there, and most of the story has her be in the solitary confinement area. And also the main hall, I mean the visitor center where Joker's hiding out. Eventually, it's revealed that Serena is actually the daughter of Harley and Joker. Basically, Joker impregnated Harley. How I don't fucking know. And so convinced Serena's mother, where is it? I know. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know that's somewhere. Oh, Miss Gibson. Skipping. Miss Gibson. Joker basically was just like, "Hey, Miss Gibson, yeah, yes, you don't have kids, right? And you want a daughter, right? Yes, doctor. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. It's like, sure. 15 years later, oh, Miss Gibson, yes, bring your daughter. Bring Serena now. I don't care. Make it up. Take your daughter to work. I don't care. Do it. Or else what? Blow up your house. And then at the end of the story, her house blows up anyway, and kills the mother because of course Joker has to have, even when he loses, he has to win because that's the Joker, baby. It's a very very abridged version of Arkham Asylum. I think that's arguably its biggest issue. Is Arkham Asylum is a very very complex, complicatedly designed story. I get why the story has to be this short because starting in the second story, Batman actually trains Serena and she takes the mantle of Batgirl. And so now in this story, which is much longer, she's more physically trained. She knows how to operate certain things. It's and thus she's able to like propel across Arkham City in this story, and then like this story is its own unique thing. I do think it's fine. I do think there's more that really is more that could be done with the story, especially there's like a lot of contradictions. Like late in the plot, she's like outside and she hears like rumbling coming from like the riverside. And so out comes Bane, and he has like the Venom tubes on. And it's like, despite the fact this is like clearly after the Bane boss fight in the game, and thus, yeah, you saw me pull up the video. It's like, thank you, Batman Arkham. I don't know what I was expecting. Thank you, Batman Arkham, for that. And there doesn't really make a lot of sense, especially like when Serena goes against a Titan. She only goes against like two Titans, and the first one she kind of gets help with Batman, and in that fight, basically, Serena's just trying to like use her weight to drag the Titan into like an electrified cage and just get it to hit it and knock out the Titan that way. And the second one, she just kind of actually chokes the thing out. I don't really get it. I get why a lot of stuff happens in this story because there's only so much you can do with like a normal 15-year-old girl having to deal with all this shit. And so it's like, I understand why it has to be short. I don't like the fact that it's short, but I understand why it has to be. Then we move on to Dark Knight and Arkham City, which takes place a year after the first story. Batman's been training Serena into becoming Batgirl, so now she kind of works with Batman and Robin. Well, not Robin, Nightwing in the story, and how they operate and stuff. No, yeah, it is Robin because it's like, oh, is it Robin or no? It's Grayson. It's Grayson, so it's Nightwing. Oh my god, I keep forgetting the fact that Dick Grayson was both Robin and Nightwing at like different points. Uh, so this one takes place a year after. And this is just like how the first Just for Laughs is a truanced version of Arkham Asylum. A Dark Knight in Arkham City is a very truanced version of Arkham City. Again, I understand why a lot of liberties had to be cut because Arkham City's fucking huge. Like, it's legitimately a huge ass city because it's literally because Arkham City is literally just like we're going to take an entire section of Gotham and turn that into a prison. Like this is not like a single building. No, this is a massive. I mean, Arkham. Like, look at this and see how huge Arkham City is compared to Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum's tiny. This is fucking huge. I understand why the story kind of has to take place mostly around the Steel Mill area because that's where Joker is. Serena does go to like other areas, and she even gets like her own personal arch enemy in like the Riddler. But I think would have been fine if Riddler was like a more reoccurring presence in the story. He kind of just only shows up near the end, which is fine. He does appear again in Arkham Hill, but I do think the plot is as good as it can be. Again, this is Arkham City's like the scale of Arkham City just makes like anything that tries to cut the story completely ruin the point of City. Because I played City, trust me, Arkham City's a phenomenal game. I think it's one of like the best superhero games of all time. And ironically, I do think this story does give it justice, mainly because the main plot of the game is just is Batman trying to stop Hugo Strange and all that, and so Serena kind of has to deal with the Joker over the fact that like, okay, Joker is still up to something, but like Serena's like, I will pretend to side with Joker. It's like, Serena, Batman, Bruce, don't do it, don't do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, Serena, hey, how you doing? It's like, damn it, Serena, damn it. And it's mainly just Serena just interacting with Joker and like, and also Mr. Freeze because she does interact with Mr. Freeze several times, and even like it's like a sympathetic nod of approval from Freeze because she was actually taught by Nora and like ballet and stuff like that. And also, like, she's actually going to like physical changes. Like her hair is actually starting to turn like neon green, the same shade as Joker. And it does end with like her hooking up with Dick. Because like there's even like a funny moment. It's like well, Nightwing is such a horrible person, but I love Dick. I love me some Richard Dixon. Dick Clark, Dick Saw. just remember, Serena Gibson really loves dicks. I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist a bit. And okay, so like later in the story, they're like yelling at each other. It's like fine, we will sell this right here. And put your hand on the mask. On the count of three, we both take off our mask. One, two, 3. It's like, wait a minute. I was being horrible to the person I have a crush on. Yeah. It's such a goofy story that I don't really know what's going on. And finally, Arkham Hill. So this one's actually does its own thing. I don't think Arkham Origins. I definitely know Arkham Knight wasn't around when this story was made. I don't know specifically about Origins. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know specifically what year Origins was made. But yeah, Moss Spaghetti and stuff like that. So this takes place, I think about Where was it? I think like a few months after the events of Dark Knight, Joker's dead. If you ever played Arkham City, then you know Joker dies at the end of the game. He just straight up dies from because of like the Titan serum actually completely destroyed his body. Again, that's spoilers for Arkham Asylum and stuff like that. A series of random murders starts happening, and it's the work of Jack, who is a copycat killer pretending to be Joker. You know, copycat killers, they kind of imitate previous killers, whole thing. I honestly think the concept of a Joker copycat killer is actually interesting. And this one instead focuses on Serena's mental state as she's trying to figure out the whole Jack situation. And at the end, I think it's at the end of this chapter. Where is it? No, this is. Oh, yeah. Partway through this chapter, a bunch of police officers storm Wayne Manor because she's actually at Wayne Manor. She's actually living with Bruce, and they accuse her of. Oh, before you ask, Bruce adopted her. Bruce legally adopted her after her mother died at the end of the first one. A bunch of cops come in and tell Serena, it's like, you're Jack, and we have proof. And then and she's like completely panicking. It's like, we're gonna hook you up at Arkham, at this new facility, Arkham Hill, which is like a underground facility. So Serena gets sent to Arkham Hill, where she technically becomes Harley's roommate, and Harley's like over the moon, like, yeah, my daughter. And she's like, oh god, no. And she even has to like deal with like the other superheroes, like Riddler constantly heckling her. It's like, oh yeah, you're Jack. It's like, okay, I'm gonna run with this. It's like, yes, I'm Jack. And even Batman shows up. It's like, hello, Jack. It's like, hi, Batman. I'm gonna take you aside. And it's like, just roll it. We're doing an investigation, but whoever did, make sure that you were the one all the evidence pointed towards you. So I'm gonna punch you. Just act cordially. It's like, what? You punched me in the eye. I told you, I was gonna punch you. Go on, just play cool. You know. No, it's for the bit. For the bit. For the bit. Good. She's all yours. Batman. So they're doing a co-investigation. Batman's pursuing everything that's outside of Arkham Hill, while Serena is trying to investigate what's going on, not only Arkham Hill inside, but also about the person who's in charge of Arkham Hill, Dr. Nicholson, who also turns out to be Jack. Wait a minute. Jack? Dr. Nicholson. Wait a fucking minute! Jack Nicholson? Jack Nicholson! The Joker, baby! Okay, obvious actor references aside, Serena eventually gets enough evidence to reveal that, one, Dr. Nicholson was Jack, and also after that fact, it's to reveal that Jack Nicholson is the Joker, baby. He's like, ha, I'm back. It's like, wait, I thought you died. It's like, the results of my death were greatly exaggerated by me. Basically, at the end of this story, before Joker dies, Clayface is like nearby. I said, hey, Clayface, pretend to be me for like 5 minutes and like pretend to die. Like, can you do that? It's like, yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah. Yep. And then we get like the whole ending thing of Batman. Like, so Joker kidnaps Serena, takes her from Arkham Hill, brings her to the dilapidated Arkham Asylum, and basically is like, I'm going to make you the new Queen of Crime. And basically puts like a chip that Joker actually controls via like a game controller. And then we get like the climax where it's like they're in the solitary confinement area of Arkham Asylum, where where Batman actually has to deal with Harley in that game, and like like Serena's like constantly like, I can't do it. I can just try and kill me. It's like, no, no, Serena, I can't kill you. And like, and then Joker's like eating, like getting fed popcorn while he's like messing with the controls. Like, come on, Batman! Someone's leaving this room alive. Someone's leaving this room on a body bag. How do you do the Konami code? It's like up, down, down, left, right, E, A. Thank you, Harley. It's like, no. I was like, all right, I have the electricity. And like even gives Serena like electric powers. It's like, oh yeah, she can now channel electricity. Just because Joker fucked with her body. And even like made her dress up like a female Joker. It's like, aha. And eventually Batman manages to subdue Serena. Basically he overloads the chip, allowing, her to gain back her body. She still gets the electricity power, so she can still like, as long as she like gets zapped with electricity, she can just redirect it somewhere. That's more or less how that works. They try to escape. But Serena turns back, rescues Harley because, like, at the end of the day, Harley got abandoned by Joker. She really doesn't deserve to die that way because Joker like sets fire to the whole place. They move back. Then they like Dick and Serena move in together. They get married. They grow old, and they retire from crime. And it kind of ends in like, I guess like the start of like before Batman Beyond, and it is a sweet ending. Uh, so I think overall, in terms of plot, this one aren't bad. They're just kind of screwed. They're just kind of screwed over by the fact that the games are based off are so large that you had to really cut a lot of stuff to make up for it. This one at least I can excuse more because, again, how the fuck are you gonna do it all? Most of not even most, like half Arkham Asylum with like a 15-year-old girl that doesn't know how to fight. Like it's this one, this one doesn't have an excuse because like she's Batgirl now. You can just she can travel all across. She can help Batman deal with Strange or something like that. She can meet other villains. She only meets Joker, Harley, and Freeze in this story. I think. Oh, and Hatter for like a little bit. Uh, and then Arkham Hill is its own separate thing. I think Arkham Hill is easily the best of the best of the trilogy. It has the fact that it's unique, it's its own thing, rather than trying to piggyback off two other massive games, helps it in its favor. And I think the story of itself is actually of Serena kind of getting manipulated by Joker throughout about the entire trilogy, because that's ultimately what Joker's plan was. It's like, okay, uh I'm gonna bring my daughter to Arkham Asylum and try and convince her, like, hey, you're like me. You're gonna commit crimes and kill people with plenty of chortle. And sorry, like constantly fighting that. I think it's fine. The overarching plot, again, this is more of a pace issue that I have with these two stories. Character wise, I think Serena's a fine main character. She does the fact that it's a trilogy really does the chance to flesh out her character, because if it was just for laughs and I just only reviewed just for laughs, I say no, Serena's just a shitty character. But having the two stories that focus on developing Serena's character, because this one just sets up her character depth. This one just kind of gives her a bunch of backstory and stuff like that. It's Arkham City and Arkham Hill that kind of gives her the character development that really kind of at least gets her to go. I think it's fine. I like her development. It's like she acknowledges that she's the Joker's daughter, and she realizes that there's going to be this inherent madness that she has to keep fighting. She has to keep fighting, and Joker's trying to manipulate that. And her incessant resistance and her like whole snarky manner. It's like she's basically like a prototype Batman Beyond, which you can even handle it as like a reason why Batman Beyond kind of just tolerated. What was that name? Fuck, I forgot. I forgot the name of the guy's name. And how he tolerates his smart ass. Uh, I think it's I think the fact that it's a trilogy really genuinely helped out Serena's character in the long run. I do think she has some flaws. I do think the issue is I don't like her dynamic with Dick, mainly because the story is 33,000 and she's kind of spent so little time with Dick that there's not really much to latch on in terms of dynamic of like a romance between the two. But it could have been worse. At least I can like understand the idea of them just falling in love with each other. It's like yeah, I can at least get behind it. I don't like how it's implemented, but it's like it could have been worse. Joker, I think is like it's the Joker. Like, come on, you can't really do wrong with Joker. It's like there's a reason why Joker is like constantly getting overused. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Harley's fine. Be back to like a pseudo antagonist in the first story, then kind of just becoming Serena's like, I'm your mommy, or overly goofball sort of deal, kind of just acting like as close as Serena you can get with like to Serena's like being the angel on her shoulder and like Joker being the devil. Even then, Angel's not that is Harley, so you're like you ain't trusting that. Uh, Batman and Dick Grayson, I think, are fine. They're not just particular. Again, that's another deal with the fact that the story doesn't focus on them that much. So I don't hate them, but I do think there could have been more with them. Grammar wise, there are a bunch of grammar errors, but I don't think it's been like a couple weeks since I read this because of the whole internet issue. But I think most of the grammar error issues are in Arkham Hill, but I don't think it's too bad to detract from it. It's just enough that it's kind of noticeable, and also pacing wise, I do think Arkham Hill is paced decently well. Our Just for Laughs and Dark Knight and Arkham City are just way too fast. Again, like I said earlier, I understand why it needs to be this way, why it needs to be so short, but it doesn't excuse the fact that it's just it undercuts so much in ways that also don't make a lot of sense. Like the whole thing with Bane in the first story. Why does Bane why does Bane have the venom tubes again after Batman pulled them out? Hell, how is Serena able to operate a batarang? I mean, it's a batarang, it's like supposedly supposed to be user friendly, and she even like test it like when she gets it. Because Batman's like really reluctant. It's like either I do what Joker says or my mom dies. It's like batarang. Ooh, ooh, yes. Uh, it's interesting. Would I recommend these stories? I don't know. This one's one that's up in the air. If it was just Arkham Hill by itself, then I think Arkham Hill by itself would probably worth the read because I think it is an interesting enough story. I can't really say the same about the first two stories, mainly because of just how short they are for what they're trying to tell. There really needs to be more done with these two stories. Um, hold on. We're gonna do some investigating real quick. On the page, is this like her first? Is the author's first story? Yes. Okay. So no, 2 years. 2 years. So I can't pull a whole new to fan fiction stuff because this is like yeah. So there goes that excuse. Um, this is a tough one because because it has a lot of issues that like are understandable within the context of the story, but I don't like. But it's still really badly done, despite the context making sense. Um, why not? I think the idea itself is interesting enough that it's worth like a curiosity. Like, yeah, yeah, why not? It could be worse. It could be worse. It definitely could be worse. These stories. Uh, I think they're fine enough on their own. Favorite part is definitely the climax of Arkham Hill, where like Joker is just controlling Serena. It's like it's just kind of goofy. It also fits like it's also very creative. Like Serena getting controlled by Joker. Joker like it's like how this is how I behaved in my Tekken days. Yeah, low jab, low jab, low jab. And like make sure to use the wind goddess. Like I don't think she has that. Like, can you try it? Yeah, maybe I could try it. That doesn't happen. It would be funny if it did happen. Uh, as for what I would change, like honestly, all three stories kind of have to be reworked. I don't want this one to be reworked because I think this one's perfectly fine by itself. But if you're gonna have to rework these two stories, then kind of has to. This one kind of has to suffer as be reworked as well as like a side effect. Uh, what would I do for the first two stories? I simply make them longer. Yeah, you make it longer, kind of develop Serena's character here instead of in the second story. Kind of have her interact with more of the other villains. Maybe have some, have her like her. Hell, no, 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 no. You could do the whole Riddler thing here. It's like instead of Joker kind of manipulating everyone around to kind of get Serena to like, haha, you're my daughter, haha. How have Riddler kind of just heckle her the entire story? Hell, have Riddler be her own personal arch nemesis, like Batman has the Joker, uh, Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson technically has Slade if you count the Teen Titans cartoon. Have Serena be the Riddler. Like, have Serena just constantly be heckled by the Riddler throughout all three stories. Like, huh, I'm smarter than you. It's like, yes. You scared yet? Say a riddle. Oh, touchy. Here are you? Insert riddle here. It's like, and then Serena goes like, insert answer here, and then Riddler's like, ah! It's like, oh no. And it's like, fine. I'm still gonna harass you though. Ciao. You could set up that dynamic in Just for Laughs. You could even there's so many villains you can also pull from. You can have Serena kind of interact with a villain that doesn't actually appear in Arkham Asylum because like I don't know, have her interact with like Mr. Nice. Maybe maybe Mr. Nice. Like you can pull something with that, or even like I probably have to Court of Owls because I don't think Court of Owls is made at this time. Penguin. No, not Penguin. Penguin probably wouldn't care. Have her meet like a more goofy villain. Yeah, like the Eraser. Yeah, you could have Serena meet the Eraser. It's like I'm good at cleaning up crimes, or the Carpenter who's like so ineffective as a villain. Like even Batman is like you just build the layers, right? Yeah, yeah. I'll just leave you alone. Just keep working on those layers. You're just technically doing a job. Huh? Yeah. Fun fact: Batman has more than one Wonderland themed villain. He has like the Carpenter, the Mad Hatter, no, I don't think the Walrus. I think he has like one more Carpenter. I know he has like one Tweedledee and Tweedle. Yeah, the Tweedle twins technically fights those. Those two are like actual ones too. Surprisingly, there's no like Queen of Hearts or something like that. You know, uh, yeah, it's like I think like expanding upon Just for Laughs and Arkham City is probably the best choice because I do think You have there is a legitimately solid foundation on across all three stories. It needs the time and space to tell the story. I think that's it. So that's all I can say about these three stories. This has been Dark Symphony 777, and